Alright, here we are. Fiat 500 Abarth, 6-speed swap. This is the 6-speed right here. Pretty sure it's never been done in the US. If it has, I've never seen it. Anyway, here's the 6-speed. I spent some time degreasing it. It still looks kind of whatever. It was really bad shape. Maybe I'll pop a picture up. The person that sold me it, this bracket wasn't here, so to buy this bracket, this bushing is no good, so it needs a shift selector bushing. I think it's $25 for that, which is crazy, but I need that. I had to get this. I had to get the bolts. Clutch release bearing seems to be good. Just started taking the front end off. Took the intercooler off, the crash bar. I'm definitely going to take the hood off this time. And yeah, this is where I'm at. A lot of naysayers, a lot of people say it can't be done. Well, we're going to find out. Here's a turbo I sell. Oh wow, you can't see anything. Anyway. Hybrid GT 1446 turbo, bigger inducer, exducer. It's machined. It's balanced. It has upgraded internals, 360-degree thrust bearing. Yeah, I don't run an intake because you don't. If all you care about is power, no intake's the best. All I have is a screen on there right now. Don't waste your money spending $300 on an intake. If all you care about is power, no intake. And you know, if you daily drive the car, definitely run an intake because you're going to get trash inside your turbo. This car I only take out once a week, if that. And running just the screen on the turbo has been a significant difference in acceleration and turbo noises and pretty much everything. I might create a velocity stack that has a screen built into it. So if anyone's interested in that, I might pursue that. That would be the best thing to do. Have a velocity stack with a filter, with a screen at the end of it. If you're interested in getting this turbo, get in touch with me. I'll send you a link, or maybe you've seen the link, but that's it. Let's see. There it is. Try to get that to focus. Yeah, you can barely see it. But it's got all upgraded internals in it with larger wheels. But yeah, that's where I'm at in my little garage by myself, but I have everything here to do it. And we're going to attempt the 6-speed swap. Well, I got it pulled out. So glad I bought this tilt thing. If you're going to pull an Abarth engine out, you definitely want this engine tilt. And I realized I didn't even pull the hood off, but it was fine. It didn't get in the way. So, I guess tomorrow we're going to mess with this trans. You know what's funny? I measured the trans, and the Abarth trans is longer. But tomorrow I'll pull it off, and we'll see for sure if it's longer. God, it's never gonna fit. You need to cut your car in half. You need to sacrifice a lamb. Well, I don't know if you could see, but the 6-speed is shorter than the 5-speed. And it looks like all I need to do is make a spacer to bring the 6-speed bracket up. But tomorrow I'll put it in the car and see what it looks like. All them people talking shit. This is why I don't listen to anyone, because you never did it. So the 6-speed confirmed is shorter than the 5-speed. Right here. See that? To that? Here's a better look at the turbo without the screen in front of it. Like I said, it's a 10-blade billet compressor wheel with extended tips. You can see the machine marks where it's been bored out to accept the bigger wheel. And yeah, just wanted to give you guys a better look at it. Well, it's official. I'm claiming the title. First person to 6-speed manual swap the Fiat 500 Abarth. There it is, on its own weight in the engine bay. They said it was impossible. They said it would never work. They said I gotta cut my car in half. They said it's so much longer and bigger than the 5-speed, it'll never work. It's gonna hit everything. I'm gonna have to sacrifice a lamb. Well, I don't know where you guys pull all these answers out of your ass, because you're on Google and AI told you, but I simply asked, hey, has anyone ever done this? I got so much hate, so much people talking shit. You're stupid, you're retarded, fail. That'll never work, you're an idiot. And I'm like, did you ever do it? No, but it'll never work. Well, not only does it work, does that look familiar? Stock 5-speed mount. Stock 5-speed mount. Just let that sink in. Ignore the spacer. That's just temporary because I need a shorter bolt. That's it. So get off AI and Google. Stop telling people things that you have no idea what you're talking about. And yeah. But I'm not going to let the haters get the best of me. So just wanted to show you guys that it's real. And it can be done. So this is, I think, part 3 of the Fiat 500 6-speed swap. I haven't been filming much. I've just been trying to work. It's so hard to film and work. I don't know how those YouTubers do it. I'm not a YouTuber. I don't make money off YouTube, so I don't really care. But anyway, this is the first real hurdle with the swap. Everything else was super easy. I didn't have to really modify anything. Stock mounts, cut a little thing here and there. This is by far the hardest part. So I originally thought that the axles were going to work. They looked like they were going to work. They were only like 3-inch difference. And I thought that the 3 inches, how the axle can slide in and out of the stub shaft, I thought that would be plenty. And it wasn't. I couldn't get the hub to meet the strut. It was just way off, about 3 inches off. So this is the stock axle, and I have cut 2.5 inches actually in the center out of the axle. And this lines up perfect. From end to end is 11.5 inches even. So now the idea is, I've never done this before, so I had to do a bunch of homework. I'm going to bevel this edge, do a root pass, weld the center, and then you grind the weld down and slip a collar over your weld. And there's a few options you can do. You can drill some holes in the collar and do a bunch of plug welds on top of welding the outside. I seen a guy cut like a keyway out, like a Z almost, and then interlock them. I screwed up, and I can't do that. That would be the best option, because the way the torque's transferred, the shaft would be acting on itself, and it wouldn't be directly acting on the weld. But it's too late for that, because in order to do that, you got to take into consideration like how you're cutting it, and I fucked that up. So this is the next option. Bevel it, weld the center, grind the weld down, slip a collar over it, do a bunch of plug welds on the collar, and then just see what happens. But this is by far the hardest part. Go outside real quick. Show you what's going on real quick under the hood. Engine is in. Trans is in there. Stock 5-speed mount. I have the shift cables all lined up. I still got to figure that out in the car. This side's all together. Axle angles are it's not too far off. It's a little funky, but it rotates just fine. Not sure what I'm going to do about this lower bar yet. It fits, but I had to notch the I had to notch the subframe just a little bit. So I don't know. We're going to get to that road when we cross it. Let's see what we can. This is what I can show you on the inside. Got the whole center console taken apart. I have the shifter. There's the shift cables that are going to go to the shift box. The shift box is pretty big, bigger than I thought. Now, in a perfect world, we're going to get the shift box in the stock location of the Abarth. I don't know yet, because the shift box is floor mounted. So, in order to make that work, I'd have to make something come off of here, like a platform, and then have the shift box mounted there. So that's it for now, guys.